Oh, rain, rain, go away. Come again. Actually, you do need to come again more often because with summer being so hot, sometimes rain would probably be a really good thing for all the plants and the trees and the flowers, and it does help us keep cool, but darn it, sometimes we just don't like it. But I'm not going to let that get me down because it's Hump Day! Yes, we're at Hump Day, ladies and gentlemen, and that is so awesome. First things first, got to take care of the birthday shout out, and there's actually one birthday today. One of my brothers, actually, who, quite frankly, was one of the best actors and singers I've ever known. Actually, he's still alive. Is one of the best actors and singers I've ever known. In fact, he was actually one of the Trinitones, the a cappella group that was the Trinity-Pawling, and he has the best rendition of "Oh What a Night" I've ever heard. It really was that awesome. I bet he could still, actually I'm positive he could still do it. I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen him perform in years, but, some things never change. And what else could I say about him? Oh, he was in all the plays with me as well. He was the neighbor in Black Comedy. He was one of the ushers in A Day in Hollywood, A Night in the Ukraine. And the stuff that he did in the series of one acts we did in the spring play, ooh, there were some good laughs. He has very good comedic timing. Seriously. But that's what I have to say about that. So, happy birthday, man. Oh, another thing he did. He actually ran cross country with me too. Yeah, he ran cross country. But yeah, he was one of my teammates. It's even better. An actor and teammate and overall good brother and friend. That's who he is. So, happy birthday, man. I really hope you enjoy your special day. And with that in mind, what am I going to talk about today? Oh, goodness. Well, E3 happened, as you guys already know. So I already mentioned my spiel on stuff like Kingdom Hearts. And so, actually, a few other things have been coming out in terms of video games I should get into. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I'm really excited about those games. I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna try them for myself. The remakes of the first games, and honestly, I played Pokemon Red and Yellow when I was little, so yeah, I'll get them. Although I do have some concerns. See, the thing about, you guys know I'm a lover of all Pokemon, so if you are as well, then you guys probably have thought this yourselves. Pikachu and Eevee can't evolve unless you use a special stone. With Pikachu evolving, you have to be the Thunderstone, and you have to use the Thunderstone. And for Eevee, there's actually, as of right now, 8 different evolutions that Eevee can have. And technically 5 of them involve stones. The other 2 involve friendship, or how happy it is towards you, depending on the time of day. And the other involves a game that you gotta get like 2 hearts on. So, yes. In total, Eevee has 5 evolutions. And with Eevee specifically, you don't know what you're going to evolve it into. But the thing I've noticed over the years is that Pikachu and Eevee aren't really that useful unless you actually evolve them. And even then, the range is somewhat limited. I honestly don't know what that process is going to be like trying to get through the games coming out, but whatever it is, I'll definitely check them out and Hey, you know what? If any of you guys are subscribed on the Switch, we can battle and trade each other. So there's always that. Sure, I mean, the last few days I've been showing you the history of competitive battling and the links in the descriptions. Excuse me. So, yeah, of course I'm interested. So, with that said, another game coming out that I'm really looking forward to? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And every single fighter that has ever been in a Super Smash Bros. Game is going to be in the roster. Which means there's likely never going to be another Super Smash Bros. Game ever again, because that's over 60 plus characters that you can be. Oh, that game is going to be a lot of fun. Yep. It took me a long time to really actually know what that means. I remember many, many, many years ago, the first commercial for the first Super Smash Bros. Game. And honestly, it's one of the greatest commercials I've ever seen. It's, for those of you who don't remember, it was Mario, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, and Pikachu holding hands, skipping through a field of flowers with that one song, I can't see me loving nobody but you with all my life. They're skipping through this field of flowers, and one of the characters trips each other, and then they just start fighting each other. And I should also mention, all the Pikachu, Yoshi, Mario, and Donkey Kong are just guys in costumes. So they're just fighting each other, throwing each other around. It's funny. It's great. I love that commercial. You know, I'm going to put a link to that commercial in the descriptions too. That should be a fun video. That should be fun strolling down memory lane. But yeah. You know, I'll get into more of Super Smash Bros. As well, since I talked about Pokemon long enough. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I love the Super Smash Bros. Series. I don't think anyone's really going to question that at this point. I mean, it's got all of my favorite Nintendo characters in it, and I pretty much grew up on Nintendo, with a little bit of Sony PlayStation in there. And, you know, what's not to love? I mean, with that in mind, my brother and I got the original game for the Nintendo 64, and over the years, we played the bejeepers out of it. We loved it. So, Melee comes out around Christmas time of, I believe it was in 6th grade when that happened. 5th or something. Yeah, 5th. Actually, you know, it might have been middle school. Anyway, regardless. Super Smash Bros. Melee, which is the second game, comes out, and we loved it even more. We, again, played the bejeepers out of it. And then came Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which I feel is so underrated that I actually think it's the best of the original 3 so far. Really. The only problem I had to endure was 3 times it was pushed back. I can't tell you how frustrated I was every time I went to GameStop thinking the game would be there, and it wasn't there. Oh, my heart was breaking a lot each and every time. But the game finally came out on March and a midnight launch, and there was a mini tournament for it, which I lost in the semifinals to. First time playing this game, and I lost in the semifinals in the Super Smash Bros. Tournament. I gotta say, for someone who's a pretty average gamer, that's a pretty fair trade-off, I suppose. So that was good. So I got the game at midnight, and I stayed up till 3 in the morning playing all of Subspace Emissary. Well, as much of it as I could, because believe it or not, during that time, I was in Horsehead's school production of Godspell, and the next day was like a 12-hour day from like 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, because it was the week before the play was going to premiere. So, you know what, I wasn't even tired that day. I just had so much fun. So, years go by, and I should probably mention, Brawl came out when I was a senior in high school. So, 6 years go by, and we get not one, but 2 Super Smash Bros. Games. One for the Nintendo 3DS, and one for the Nintendo Wii U. Obviously, I got them both, And for the Nintendo 3DS, I beat and unlocked everything in that weekend. I had to do something to keep myself occupied because that was the first weekend I ran the Wine Glass Marathon. So yeah, I unlocked everything and I ran a marathon that weekend. I'd say I accomplished a lot. And as I recall, the Dallas Cowboys won that day too, so that was even more awesome. So, with that in mind, the Super Smash Bros. Games, I love them. I highly, 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 highly recommend them. It's got my favorite, all my favorite Nintendo franchises. Mario, Legends of Zelda, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Metroid, Star Fox, Pokemon. Although, speaking of Pokemon, I guess I could probably tell you in the next video involving the history of competitive gaming. Let's just say this particular Pokemon really reached for the stars. And boy did they succeed in the greatest possible way. And speaking of succeeding in the greatest possible way, one thing I do need to talk about very soon, actually I think it might be coming up right now, is the FIFA World Cup is going on. And there's a certain someone I know who's about to be a father, who's a huge soccer player, in which the timing really couldn't be any better. The player I'm referring to was a guy I know from Horseheads. I've actually known him since around 6th grade when we went to different schools, but I'll get into more of that when the time comes. So, yeah, the FIFA World Cup is coming your way, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. But let's get through today first. So please like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support. I'm humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful you have a wonderful day today. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk, or if you guys ever want to chat, I'll always be here, to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. So take care, everybody.